Vячеslav, and here are the nicknames. Lionheart, as we came with from the Ukraine. Chingonski is what Oscar De La Hoya gave him. Sharansky, he likes using the name Slava. By the sound of his name, it sounds like he should be fighting tigers on snowy mountains or something. Get ready to get going, but we are here, 10 rounds in the cruiserweight division. That's where they're weighing tonight. Sharansky 13-0 with the red and gold. Pay-per-view, what a great name. Paul Parker is 7-0. So he gave himself that nickname in the amateurs because he got tired of fighting for free. So, you know, you got the pay-per-view to see my fights. Well, here he is on Fox Sports 2 on Golden Boy Live.
Nice right hand from Parker. Let's see if he can use his height and reach advantages.
And fight fans, of course, if you've done all night long, go to throwdownfantasy.com/GoldenBoyLive. Score the fights, get real-time fantasy scores, and we will show you your scores during the fights.
Parker only had around 50 amateur bouts. He looks like a pretty good athlete. Sharansky, on the other hand, had 200-plus amateur kickboxing bouts, followed by 200-plus amateur boxing bouts.
He was an accomplished kickboxer and started at the age of 16 boxing because in Ukraine there was no amateur funding for the kickboxing team. So he joined the boxers, where they gave you money, they gave you support.
Yeah, they have an excellent program, excellent amateur boxing program in that country.
And he was telling us a story that in his first ever amateur boxing, end of the round.
Whoa, that hurt him!
And he goes down!
Wow!
Pay-per-view, Parker dropped Sharansky in the first round. He said he was the underdog. He said he had heavy hands. He knew he was what he was up against, and the hype wasn't scared of taking on this fight. Sharansky, for the first time in his career, goes down, and he's still hurt. Pay-per-view is living up to his nickname.
Yeah, Sharansky
is dazed in the first round.
He is. He keeps catching those right hands.
Keeping those hands down, though, as he's getting tagged upstairs. Big wide eyes from Sharansky. 55 seconds ago in the first round, the first time he's ever gone down. Another right from Parker. Oh, whoa! Right from Parker.
He's hurt!
Stuns Sharansky. He goes. The referee's trying to split him down. Sharansky goes down for the second time in the round.
Smart to grab and hold. He's helping to run out the clock. He's got to get out of this round.
Pay-per-view, Parker is looking to end it here in the first round. Another overhand right from Parker. Sharansky trying to survive.
He's just got that one punch to look out for, that overhand right.
And Sharansky keeping that left hand down. He's getting tagged. Final seconds of the first round. Slava Sharansky has gone down twice in Philadelphia.
And that is a 10-7 round for Paul Parker.
This broadcast of Golden Boy on Fox is brought to you by Corona Extra, La Cerveza Más Fina.
I told you to keep your eyes open for that right hand over the top, Slava. Right? Take a deep
Let's
breath.
watch Paul Parker. Well, it's an overhand right, a lead overhand right, right on the button. Rock Sharansky, immediately stiffen those legs, and a follow-up right in close. This is knockdown number 2. The same punch, overhand right, cuffing hook, another right hand. Sharansky's legs are noodles. Boom, another overhand right. Sharansky just did not have the answer
For those overhand rights from Paul Parker. 10-7 round for Paul Parker, scores 2 knockdowns, sending shockwaves through the boxing industry. Sharansky was supposed to be the killer, the destroyer.
You mentioned the opening. A lot of guys didn't want to take a fight with Sharansky because they watch his YouTube videos, him working out, or his fights. Jessica Rosales in the corner of Parker.
After that first round, you guys, Parker definitely got a little bit emotional and excited here in his corner, and his corner told him the important thing is stay calm, rely on that jab and definitely that hook.
As Parker gets tagged with the left hook, Parker was telling he didn't care about who he was going up against. He's a local youth boxing coach in Toledo, Ohio, who leads a peace march. So he said in his early 20s he got into trouble with the wrong way and just turned his life around, and boxing has helped him.
And that rally walk against gang violence is now 5 years old, so he's really started something that's making a positive impact in his community.
And everybody in Toledo, Ohio watching tonight, cheering on pay-per-view Parker.
I know they were going crazy in round one.
As he gets tagged upstairs. As Szabranski looks like he's got his bearings back.
I'm surprised he's been able to recover this quickly. I kind of expected Szabranski to kind of be running out the clock, sort of in defensive mode, but he's going on the attack. He's found a home for his left jab, straight right crosses, and of course the left hook. He's looking to counter Parker with the left hook whenever Parker loads up with that overhand right.
And he's landing his jab here in the second round. Szabranski goes upstairs. Body work by Szabranski. Left by Szabranski. That might have hurt Parker.
Yeah, Parker's legs looked wobbled for a second there.
Szabranski, who went down twice in the first round, looks like he's got his legs back underneath him. Body work.
I tell you what, Szabranski can't afford to swing wild, though. I think Parker is still dangerous.
Szabranski with a very experienced corner. Manny Robles, Edgar Jocelyn, and Traco Rochelle. They did not panic in the first round. They've been with him his entire professional career. Body work by Szabranski. More body work. Parker with a couple of deep breaths after that body shot. Going into the southpaw stance. 10 seconds to go in the second round. Parker, Szabranski, Golden Boy Live in Philadelphia. Third round action coming your way. Slava Szabranski went down twice in the opening round. Pay-per-view Parker with the big overhand right. It looks like Szabranski got his legs back in the second.
And he recovered quickly from a near devastating opening round. I still think Parker is dangerous. His eyes look clear, his legs look like they're under him. But Parker did absorb a lot of punishment in round two.
In that first round, Szabranski had his eyes were huge. Now we're back to normal here sitting ringside.
Well, he didn't know what to expect from Parker. Nobody did. He was a complete mystery man coming into this fight.
If you Google Paul Parker, you found a 30-second video clip of him doing push-ups. No fight action, nothing.
No fight footage to study.
His last fight was August of last year. Coaches boxing, hard time for him to just get full-on training. Said he had a good camp for this one. Had an advantage from knocking down Szabranski in the first round twice. But now Slava looks like he's taking control. We're scheduled for 10 rounds.
Szabranski looking for those uppercuts. He kind of just grazed the chin with the right uppercut. He's got a nice left uppercut as well. He's got a good hook, which he could put to good use against
Parker, because Parker's right hand keeps dropping from the side of his face.
Coming in this fight, Parker with only 18 professional rounds boxed, where Szabranski had 48 coming into this one.
Parker's corner wants him to reestablish distance, to work his jab, and to set up that right hand by jabbing to the body and to the head. He hasn't been able to do it in this round, not yet.
And Jessica was in the corner of Szabranski. What are they saying?
They're telling me that that first round is all part of the learning process. They said it's really part of the growing pains, but they saw him really being himself in that second round. They said he needs to stay in control and step under Parker's punches.
Right hand lands by Szabranski.
Parker is starting to look intimidated now. He's not jabbing. He's retreating, and when he does let his hands go, it's just the right hand, but the speed and the power of that right hand is diminished.
And Slava's corner was telling us that, right, Doug, that he's still kind of green.
He's hurt. Parker's hurt.
Big shots, body work. Parker's still on his feet, turning his back. And the referee jumps in and stops it. That is it.
You can't turn your back in a professional contest, not when you're under fire. Not when you're being beat on. You can't turn your back, because that is a sign of submission.
Slava Szabranski knocked down twice in the first round. Comes back and stops Paul Parker in the third. His 12th KO of his career. He is now 14-0. And in the corner, there you see him, Bernard Hopkins immediately giving him instruction and lessons. But Slava Szabranski with his wife at home watching with their baby, and another baby boy on his way. You mentioned the learning experience, the growing experience, to go down twice the way he did, out, and he came back to stop Paul pay-per-view Parker.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised Szabranski got out of that first round, but he got his form back in round 2, and now he's right in his rhythm here at the end of the fight in round 3. He's pounding him to the body and the head, and Paul turns around. Paul Parker turns his back and grabs onto the rope. You don't do that when you're under fire. You grab onto your opponent. There was a right to the jaw, left hooks grazing the body. There was a left to the body, 2 rights to the temple.